I just wanted to share a bit of my vision with a part of BodyTalk that I'm working with. So the BodyTalk system would be an energy medicine modality that I teach and am a mentor in. I'm working with a lot of animals, but I'm also working with a lot of humans. So I have a really strong passion for working with youth, children, and people in other world countries. So I was in Indonesia recently last year, and I got called in by Batam Harris Resort to do what we call a matrix session on their business. So come in and do some energy medicine concepts in relation to their business. And lo and behold, after doing a matrix session on their business through their general manager, their sales went up 17%. They started to look at the BodyTalk system a little bit more seriously and found out that it could help their staff. And so we did a class called the Access BodyTalk, which is for lay people, professionals. It's a one-day class that we teach. We teach it for third world countries, for people in underprivileged areas in North America as well. So I went in and I taught this class to all of the Batam Harris Resort staff. And here we have our general manager and his assistant learning some of the techniques. Then we were so surprised to find out we had a similar vision in relation to the children in the orphanages in Batam, and also the youth from Canada, United States, European countries, and also Asian countries, Australian countries, where we could take youth to learn BodyTalk techniques and become certified practitioners and access technicians, get them to start working with youth in their own communities, supporting their youth through the energy medicine of BodyTalk system, and then take some of these core youth to third world countries to share some of these with the orphanages. So I went in and worked with orphanages to get a sense of how safe it would be for these kids to go there. So these are some of the children in the orphanages in Batam. Batam is one of the islands of Indonesia that has the largest amount of orphanages and also the largest sex trade in relation to children and trafficking of children. So it's a very vulnerable area. So some of the kids with their cat. And we went into an all-girls Muslim orphanage where I taught the class as well, and at the end of the day they all got their access technician certificates. This is a Christian orphanage that we went into and worked with the children at this Christian orphanage as well. Here they are practicing all of the techniques they're learning. We went back about 5 days later, and a bunch of the kids were very proud to show us how much they had remembered of what we had learned, so they put on a little demonstration for us and did the techniques. This is a local orphanage where there's less funding for the orphanages and there's just private people that are taking care of the children. It's a very sparse location for them to grow up in. Then we went into the TMR jungle, into the center of Malaysia, to spend a week with the Orang Asli tribe. Somebody's thinking that's really exciting. The Orang Asli tribe are one of the original tribes of the TMR jungle, and not many people can go in and spend time with them. A gentleman named Loesje has been there for 17 years, and he invited us in to spend time with the Orang Asli to learn their customs and some of their ceremonies, but also to share the BodyTalk system with them in relation to their healing and leaving them with some tools they could use. So these are some of the children and the families of the Orang Asli tribe. This is one of the youth, Loesje Jacob, who is going to be coming along and working with youth in other countries. He's 18 years old and he's taken Access, Animal Talk Access and Module 1 and 2 and is working towards his certification as a certified BodyTalk practitioner. Here's Mason with one of our translators. This gentleman could speak a bit of English, so he would come to the different villages in the jungle and translate for us. And working and doing some BodyTalk on one of the elders. Here again, spending some time with one of the elders in the jungle. This is our jungle waiting room, where they were so excited about the BodyTalk that we were doing, they actually made us a table out of bamboo, and we used the table as a treatment table for some of the older members of the tribe. Here we're doing a session beside the king of the jungle, the tree that gives life to the whole jungle. I'd like to go back and do some earth talk as well, because these jungles are now being cut down and they're putting in palm oil trees. So a lot of these amazing trees are being cut down and they really need them for the jungle to live. So we worked by this tree a lot. Here we are doing an advanced body talk, or Parama body talk that we call it, with multiple practitioners working on one of the elders. We had some amazing healings, same day and a few days later healings, even from dengue fever, a gentleman that was in the hospital. We worked with his son as a surrogate, and the gentleman in the hospital got better within 3 days. And here we are leaving the jungle, returning home, and celebrating our time together as we're driving out. So what I'd like to share is those of us who are teaching Body Talk and all of the youth out there hopefully listening to this, if you're drawn to energy medicine, we're trying to start some programs where we're going to be training youth to do the techniques as access technicians, but also as Body Talk practitioners, where you could open up your own clinics. I don't like calling them clinics, but you could open up your own locations in your hometowns, and you could do Body Talk for your peers. And then some of the youth who are very interested, we could take that program into third world countries, where we could leave them with a set of tools where the youth of third world countries could also support each other and themselves with some Body Talk tools. What we've found with our access program is, after learning a one-day course of 4 to 6 hours, that people are able to decrease their medical bills in the Western countries by 60%, and we've seen healings from instantaneous to over weeks or months, and having some profound healings happening. And so we want to leave this tool for the youth and the children of other countries as well. So get a hold of us. You'll see our website, www.bodytalksystem.com. My website is fullcircle.com, and get a hold of us if you're interested, especially some of you youth who are looking for something exciting to learn. Thank you.